Now I'm about to show you the chart for TCM. In Chinese, it's called Ushin. It's a 5-element chart. What I wanted to show you with this is, okay, I'm doing this side by side because it's important to use the card and the Ushin together. So with this, it shows you the 5 elements: fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. This is important for traditional Chinese medicine practitioners because it shows the correlation of the different organs inside. So we have to have a little background on TCM, which I will be discussing very briefly just for Western medicine practitioners to understand the relationship before going into the interpretation of this chart. Okay, so in traditional Chinese medicine, everything is divided into yin and yang. And into the 5 elements. So with this, we would also like to show that per element, there are organs that are included in it, and they are also divided into the Zhang and the Fu organs. The Zhang and Fu are also used for yin and yang. So for example, the ones that are here outside, that in fire, the ones that are here inside are the more solid organs, and the ones that are here outside are the more hollow organs. They are interrelated because once you get a problem in one of them, it affects the other. A good example is when you have digestive problems here in the small intestine, many times the heart is also affected. So with this, you will have to consider which organ to treat. And it is important to see their relationships with organs of other elements too. This cycle that you see that goes round and round in a clockwise pattern, this is the creation cycle. The creation cycle is there because each organs that are in one element pass the energy to the next. This is the mother and son relationship. So the overall energy coming out from the organs of the fire element pass their energy to the organs in the earth element, and the organs in the earth element pass their energy to the organs of the metal. So with these, understanding this shows that when you start to treat something, it also affects other organs. The star that you see inside is a destruction cycle. The destruction cycle is here so that if, for example, this fire element, the organs in there are too strong, it will inhibit the one that is where it points to, which is the metal element. So it includes the lungs and the large intestine. So if this is too strong, the ones here in the metal will become weak. If this is now weak, the one that it opposes, which is the wood, will be too strong. So if you understand those things, the creation cycle and the destruction cycle, you will know now which one to treat. Because sometimes where the symptoms are, it's not just where you should be treating it. You will have to find the source. You can see negative signs, positive signs, equal signs. This shows the energy that is there. If it's positive, there's too much. If there's negative, there's too little energy. If there's an equal sign, that means they're compensated. When it's compensated, the body is doing something about it, and most of the time you don't have to touch it because it will correct itself. Why this is important? Because if you see a problem, you have signs and symptoms, or even diagnostic tools, labs point to a problem somewhere, you don't have to directly treat it. Look at the source. Where is the energy stocked up? Where is there excess energy, so that you can balance everything else? I use this in combination with the card because here in the card you can see the left side and the right side. So if you are to treat them using acupuncture, you can pick an acupuncture point on the right side or the left side in combination with this, knowing where the energy is stocked up. But if you would like to use herbal supplementation instead, this Ushin chart together with something else. I'll go here to the tab of TCM and use this. It's another 5-element chart. And those vertical. This is something that most herbologists in Hong Kong use because they understand the relationships using this and this one too, also because most herbs are classified into the 5 elements with the addition of assisted fire. Assisted fire is the one which is shown in Ushin as here, the triple heater and the pericardium. So using the classification of the herbs into the 5 elements and seeing the relationship here, that is how they choose which type of herbs to use. And we will go into that more in detail later. Now, if I wanted to read a chart for TCM, this is one chart, the card M, which is not commonly used. This reflects the older version of Nakatani. Where you can see the ladder formations of the different organs. As with others, we just use here the French nomenclature of acupuncture. So the green one represents the left side and the brown bar represents the right side. On the back, the one that you can see, the green part here is the normal. The one below it, this yellow is below normal. The one above here is above normal. Now, if they go beyond this is already pathologic. The one here on the white area. For those who are used to traditional Nakatani method, this is what is being used. This is another chart that shows a modified Nakatani method. Your average is this high bar over here, and 0 is middle. Everything above this is hyperactivity. Anything below the 0 is hypoactivity. But if the hyperactivity goes beyond the average, or if the hypoactivity is longer or taller than this, even if the average is going up, but the size of the hypoactive bar can be taller than this, just reversed, that means that's already a very significant problem in there that you need to address immediately. Again, it uses the French nomenclature for acupuncture.